In the name of Almighty, the most beneficent, the most merciful, welcome to our financial accounting class. And in this class, let's discuss about the preparation of cash book. Basically, cash book are divided into single column cash book, that is known as simple cash book, then double column cash book with cash and discount column, then another two column cash book with bank and discount columns, and the next thing is three column cash book with cash, bank and discount columns, right? And in this class we have the question related to the preparation of simple cash book, that is the single column cash book. So this is the format of the single column cash book. On the top we have to write as cash book of Mr. that is the Subramanian is the firm name of the business owner that is given in the question. So here the first column is the date column, and this is the debit side and this is the credit side, right? I have drawn a red line on this one. Here we have the debit side and we have the credit side on the right side. So debit side is also known as receipt side, because we are going to record all the cash receipts on the debit side, and this side, that is the credit side, is known as the payment side. As I remind you again that I recall that is cash book serves as the dual purpose. It is a subsidiary book and also the ledger account. When we are preparing the cash book, means there is no need for the preparation of the cash ledger account separately and the bank ledger account separately. So that is this cash book serves the purpose of both the subsidiary book and also that is the ledger account of the cash ledger account and the bank ledger account. Here we go through the question. So these are the format, that is the date column, and the second column is known as the receipt column. Otherwise we can write as particulars, and this is the receipt number. RN refers to receipt number, then LF refers to ledger folio, then amount column. We have date column on the credit side, and the payments, otherwise we can write as particulars, and the next one is the voucher number, then the ledger folio, and the next column is the amount column on the credit side. So this is the format for the preparation of the simple cash book. And next we have the question. Please look at the question I posted here with. Enter the following transactions in a simple cash book, that is refers to single column cash book of Sri Subramanian, right? And they given the year as 1999, and April 1st the transactions commences with the April 1, and up to 30th we have the transactions. Okay, so for this purpose, first we need to write the date on both sides, that is 1999 April. April is the month of transaction that is given. Okay. Look at the first transaction on April 1. Commenced business with cash. What will be the journal entry? So for the preparation of the cash book, or for the preparation of the ledger account, the cash ledger account, we need to go through the first journal entry. By the preparation of the journal entry only, we can write it easily. Okay. For example, we have the first transaction, commenced business with the cash. What will be the entry for the commenced business with the cash? So cash account data to capital account. Here the cash is debited. Cash account data to capital account. Here the cash is debited. So the entry must be debited. That is April 1. It should be written as 2. Okay. On the receipt side, we must begin with 2 as like the ledger account to capital account. Okay. To capital. What is the amount of capital given? 24,000. Right? And the next transaction is bought goods for cash. When we are buying the goods for cash means what will be the entry? That is the purchases account data to cash account. Here the cash account is credited, so the purchases must be on the credit side, that is the payment side. So the date of the transaction is, excuses, so on April 5, bought goods for cash. So the entry will be purchases to cash. Here the cash got credited, so we need to write it on the payment side as by purchases. By purchases. What is the amount? 6,000. Right. Next we move on to the April 10. Goods sold for cash. So goods sold for cash means cash account to sales account. Here cash account got debited, so we need to write as to sales. Right. What is the date? April 10. So the date of the transaction is April 10. So to sales rupees 11,200. Okay. 11,200. And next, April 13, paid into bank. Paid into bank means the entry will be bank, that receiver, bank account data to cash account. Okay. Here the cash got, excuses. So after April 10, paid into bank. Cash paid into bank means bank account data to cash account. So here the date is 13, April 13 by bank. Here the cash account got credited, so we are crediting the transaction with the amount of rupees 2,500. Right. And next we move on to the April 14. Sold goods to Ganesan on credit. So cash book is the book for recording only the cash transaction and not the credit transaction. Here the sold goods to Ganesan on credit means it should be recorded on the sales book, because in the sales book we record only the credit transaction and not the cash transaction. But in the cash book we record only the cash transaction and not the credit transaction. And next we need to ignore the 14th, that is April 14th transaction, and the next transaction is April 15th transaction. Bought goods from Mohan on credit. So this is also the credit transaction that must be ignored. Okay. Because that is, this transaction must be recorded in the purchases book and not in the cash book. Cash book is only for the purpose of cash transaction, not the credit transaction. And the next thing is, we have on April 20 purchased furniture. Purchased furniture means what will be the entry? Furniture account to cash. Here the cash got credited, so it must be written on the payment side with the date as 20 by furniture with the amount of 9,600. With the amount of 9,600. And the next thing is April 21. For the April 21, purchased stationery. So what will be the entry? Stationery to cash. Right? Here cash got again credited, so it must be written on the credit side by stationery. Right? What is the date of transaction? 21, and the amount is 160. 21, 160 rupees. And the next thing is April 23, received check from Ganesan. So here we are receiving the check from Ganesan. Check from Ganesan means what will be the journal entry? That is the bank account data, to Ganesh, right? So here we are going to, here the bank account means it refers to the cash account and this must be debited. So here we write on the receipt side. We are receiving the check means it should be written on the receipt side to Ganesan. Ganesan. What is the date of transaction? 23 to Ganesan. And what is the amount? 9,000. The value is 9,000. Right? And the next thing is on 25th paid Mohan. On 25th paid Mohan. So Mohan account to cash account. So cash got credited and should be written on the credit side, that is payment side, by Mohan. By Mohan. What is the entry? That is 25. Okay. Amount is 13,600. 13,600. And the next thing is on 26th received commission. We are receiving the commission means cash account to commission account, right? This is the entry. So cash got credited, so it should be written on the receipt side to commission. What is the date of the transaction? 26, and the amount is 740. 740. And the next thing is paid telephone charges. Telephone charges account data to telephone to cash. Cash got credited, so it must be written on the payment side by telephone. Telephone charges. What is the amount? 27. 27. And what is the amount? Is 300. Right? And the next thing is on 30. On April 30, drawn from bank. Drawn from bank means it refers to cash account data to bank account. So cash to bank means here the cash got debited and it should be written on this side. Okay, to bank account. 30. Date of the transaction is 30 and the amount is 3,800. 3,800. Right? So these are the only transactions we have done. So we need to write the debit item on the receipt side and the credit item on the payment side. So for the preparation of in the cash book preparation பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ledger account எப்படி prepare பண்ணுவோமோ same method தான். ஓகே, இங்க வந்து particularஸ்க்கு பதிலா receipts, இங்க வந்து இங்கே particularஸ்க்கு பதிலா payments ன்னு போடுறோம். In case if you want you can write it as particulars also. இங்க விருப்பப்பட்டீங்கன்னா particulars வந்து மேல வந்து மென்ஷன் பண்ணிக்கலாம். receipts and payments வந்து அவசியம் இல்லை. cash book பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இந்த சைடு பேரு receipt side ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, இது payment side ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இங்க வந்து receipt number, இது voucher number, LEF refers to ledger folio and we have amount column on both the debit and credit side, right? So ஒவ்வொன்றும் receipts and payments. இதுல நம்ம முக்கியமான பாயிண்ட் என்னன்னா, in case if any credit transactions comes means that must be ignored. ஓகே, இங்க purchased on credit, sold on credit அப்படின்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க ரெண்டு. இப்போ credit transaction பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் it will be recorded in the purchases book and sales book and not in the cash book. Only the cash transactions will be recorded. In case இது வந்து receipt or payment ஆகுறது confusion ஆயிருந்துச்சுன்னா நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுங்க, you follow the that is the journal entry method. journal entry வந்து சைடுல வந்து ஒரு rough work பண்ணி பார்த்தோம்னா அப்போ cash or bank, okay, cash or bank வந்து cash வந்து debit ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அப்போ debit side வந்துரும் 2, it must be started with the 2, and cash வந்து creditல இருந்துச்சுன்னா it must be started with buy on the credit side, okay. And next we put on the total, okay. So this cash book must be balanced, the closing balance must be found out. Excuse us. And here we found that is the greater total is the debit total, that is the 48,740, which is on the debit side, must be written on both sides, okay. So the greater total of debit side 48,740 is written on both sides, and at the final date, it is the April, January, February, March, April falls on 30 is the final date. So by balance carried down, okay. So by balance carried down must be found out, that is the greater total is the 48,740 is on the debit side, and we have the credit side balance total is 32,160. So the difference value is 16,580. So this is the closing balance we found out, and it must be brought down here as April, May 1, right? May 1 to balance brought down how much? 16,580 is the opening balance of the next month. So this is how the cash book must be prepared. We need to get into mind that it must be begin with the cash book of Mr. The name of the firm or the name of the proprietor must be written on the top, and we have the receipts on the debit side and we have the payments on the debit side, and we need to follow the rule of journal entry, that is as like the preparation of the ledger account must be followed for the preparation of the cash book. And the next thing is the credit transactions must be ignored, okay. The transaction which will not fall under the cash book should not be recorded here, okay. So purchases is for credit purchases, then sales book is for the credit sales purpose, then purchase returns and sales return, it is for the separate purposes, and we have the bills receivables and the bills payable must be recorded on the separate books. And next, the cash book is only for the cash receipts and the payments purposes, which are having the immediate cash transactions must be recorded, only must be recorded in the cash book. And finally, the journal proper is the separate book for recording the exempted, that is the remaining transactions will be recorded in the journal proper and not in the some other books. Okay, thank you for watching the video. Thanks a lot.